It's been a roller coaster ride, and it shows no sign of slowing down. Oil is once again on the slide. In this hour, we're going to look at what is going on and who is affected the most. Let's begin by checking the current price. Brent crude now stands around $68 a barrel. As you can see, just under that level. If we take a look at the price action since OPEC's meeting last Thursday, you can see crude tumbled all the way down to 5-year lows on the back of the cartel's decision not to cut production rates. We did see a bit of a bounce late yesterday, but over the past 3 months, oil is down 40%. The steep price decline is a result of an intense battle for market share. For the first time this year, the United States overtook Russia and Saudi Arabia as the top oil-producing nation. Thanks to shale, the U.S. now generates more than 11 million barrels a day. Russia is in second place and Saudi Arabia third. It is that change in leadership the Saudis plan to challenge. Analysts say by refusing to cut production and allowing the price of oil to drop, the Saudis are trying to put pressure on shale producers in the U.S. Next week, the House of Representatives holds a hearing on whether to lift the existing U.S. ban on exporting crude oil. Joining me now is Joe Barton, a senior Republican congressman from Texas. Thanks very much for being with us today, sir. First of all, can you give me your reaction to the Saudi strategy of trying to push prices lower in order to drive some of these U.S. producers out of business, or at least force them to shutter business?
Well, I wasn't too surprised because, number one, they need the money. Their budget's going to go into deficit if they were to cut production. And number two, most of the other OPEC cartel producers don't have the ability really to cut production. It would be up to Saudi Arabia to do it. And I think, quite frankly, Saudi Arabia said, we're tired of being the one that takes all the production cuts. So instead, as you pointed out, they chose not to. I don't think it's going to have the intended effect. The United States has got a robust oil production market now, and while at $60 a barrel, 60 to 70, you're getting into the range of where you're not going to see new production come online or new exploration. You'll still see all the wells that have been drilled continue to pump, and those that are in the production programs, the drilling programs, you'll see those drilled.
So you're not concerned that we will see U.S. producers go out of business? How long do you think that they can weather these type of prices? No one really knows where that pain threshold is, but how long do you think they can sort of wait it out?
Well, the good news about the U.S. oil market is that it's a competitive free market. The government doesn't control it. Literally thousands of producers will make independent decisions, from the big boys like ExxonMobil and Chevron to the small independent producers who maybe drill 10 or 15 wells a year. And again, I don't think you'll see new exploration at these prices. But I do think because of our technology improvements, you will see the existing wells continue to be produced, and you will see the drilling programs that have already been funded go forward, and that probably takes us out another year to maybe 2 years. So when you're in a competitive market, some of these decisions by a cartel don't have the impact that maybe the cartel thought they might.
Representative, as we mentioned, the hearings on whether to lift the export ban that's been in place for decades, scheduled for next Thursday. I understand that you are in favor of allowing for some exports. Can you explain to us why? What's the rationale?
Yes, ma'am. I have a bill that would do that. This is not the 1970s. The U.S., as you pointed out, is the world's largest oil producer. So I believe that we should free our producers to send the oil wherever it'll do the most good, whether it's here in the United States, which it has been historically, or whether it's to be exported to a refinery somewhere overseas. Markets work. Transparency's good. We've got the best market. We've got the best producers. We've got the best technology. It'll be a plus for the American consumer to let our producers ship the oil wherever the world market says it should go.
There are some that don't feel U.S. consumers would benefit, though. That's been the main argument, that because it would be let loose on the world market, they would not see any benefit from it, even though they're taking all the risks in the community by allowing for oil production, for fracking, for some of the more controversial methods. Do you not agree with that?
No, I'm not a carteller. I'm not a market manipulator. I'm a free marketeer, and I really do believe that by having an open, transparent market where crude oil that's produced in Texas or Alaska or North Dakota can go where it's the most use of it is, that will create jobs in America. And it will create a competitive consumer market here in the United States, which again does benefit the American consumers.
We're going to be watching those hearings very closely, as is the industry representative Joe Barton joining us today. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.